a lot of closed doors there make prepare you for the bad attitude that you were likely to encounter.
And I did.
Because you saw that you were genuine. If you were make-believe, just talking a lot of talk, she'd know within 2 minutes. It took a little bit to open up, but then she also does, when there's real genuine people who can help her, she goes into protection mode and won't. I think she's opened up more to you than anyone that I've ever seen. Yeah, but if you were make-believe, just talking hocus pocus, she wouldn't have opened up. She'd see it. So she saw something in you, and she's, part of her at least has accepted that and gone, okay, I'll go with this. So
I'd say all of her has accepted it.
that's good.
And it's up to you to manage yourself, manage your state, be aware, because from now on it's about how you respond and how you listen and how you breathe and how you don't foresee what she's about to say or do, because that's one of your flaws, isn't it? You acknowledge that because you're always a few seconds ahead of everybody else.
A lot of times things that happen I didn't foresee, they'll come out and go, it's like being blindsided, everything's fine. We're talking and something will come out of her.
Yeah. She's told you exactly what she needs, and I'll put that when I have a chance to go through all this. They'll go on the web and you guys can revisit that and go, yeah, that's right, she did say that. It's going to be a better work because you have so much resistance, so much self-protection going on.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it, did I? When she turned up, I was just absolutely over the moon. But it's been developed because of the stuff. What can I do to help?
Nothing for the moment, just get out of the way. Here's your shirt.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got everything that is yours. And I'm best doing this all myself. I've got a system, flow.
Yeah, understand.
And the best thing you can do is practice just observing, as you would when you go home and you watch Anita at times, or, once you observe her for a while, you'll know exactly when to slide into help without the mental chatter. To be part of what she's doing and how to slip in.
We're both very different. She's never had that energy around her. My first wife, even though it turned to absolute poo through her decision, but until it all went really bad, we did have that flow.
Well, see, you created a ritual, and you have children together, right? So that's very different to what you have with Anita, and you don't have a ritual. And your ritual with your first wife came in the early stages of your life.
Yeah, we met when we were 19, so we grew together.
Exactly.
And so when we did things, we just knew what to do, and you can put on those occasions, but in the whole, when we were going away with the kids, we didn't even have to talk about who we were, it just happened. Whereas here we are at 40, and we go to do something, and we don't have that automatic stuff. There's a fair bit of, okay, what can I do, or both of us.
And you also have the shit in the background with your past.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, we both got shit
You
in the
both do,
background.
exactly. So, it's only fair to expect that you have to work through a bit, and now you have the tools.
But even before the whole time, we've both been wanting to work through it. Now I'll rephrase that. She's been resisting. I've been wanting, and I've been pushing for 5 years for us to go and get help and get better, and she's been resisting. It's only been... She's been coming up 12 months, just over 12 months now by herself. And it was necessary. If it didn't happen, we wouldn't have been able to handle living together any longer.
Great. And this has come at a perfect time.
Yeah, and the push of herself and starting to look for someone such as yourself, but didn't realise that we needed this. One of the ladies that we've seen in the past suggested that just tantra in general would be good for her to help clear her energies and get stuff going. So that's what I was originally looking for. It's just
And you know what? Everybody that recommends it doesn't have a clue what they're doing out there. And even psychologists are starting to recommend, and doctors, and even there is even, it's pretty freaky what's going on out there, and people are thinking they're just grabbing the latest thing and not looking at the depth of it. As I said, you look at any service provider of tantra, they're all massage genitals, without exception.
thinking that that'll get the thing on, but it doesn't work.
It doesn't work, and I'll tell you what, I know for a fact it doesn't work, because when I was having marital issues, and of course I had 3 children in 4 years. I was only very, very young. And I even went to a psychologist and psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist even pulled out a bloody vibrator and tried to vibrate me. They all think sex is the answer. But it's the miscommunication.
Yeah, definitely. It's everything.
It's all this talk and you're not hearing, not receiving the message. And both of you feeling that you're not being heard.
That's one of the major things of my problem.
Yeah, and it's a major thing in every relationship.
True.
Because it's not a relationship anymore if you're not really hearing. And there's not a lot of very happy people out there who know that. They're just putting up with things.
Yeah,
Or they're hoping that they'll get better. Now let's get back to this. Go back to what we've established. We set a foundation and don't get off it. Do what works. Don't go back what hasn't been working.
I don't think that many people have the connection that we do, and that's the thing that's this was things upsetting me so much, is we have such a connection that it wasn't working.
Well, you have such a connection in your mind
In our heart.
and your heart, but not in the physical body.
Exactly.
And this is why you've called me, because you're not landed in your body. Both of you are so damaged from the past. And you're looking for reprieve and for the answers. And for this to heal you, your relationship to heal your past. And it's not going to do it. Not that way. It's going to heal your past by doing what I've given you. You've seen it work. You've felt it work. You've tasted it work.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a lot of practice. So now we've got tools, we're going back together.
Great.
So I must admit, until 3 hours ago, I was still very nervous about going back together.
Okay.
Again, the frustrating thing is you love the person so much, but you can't stand being around them. It's an awful place to be.
You love each other so much, but you continue hurting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being hurt and just hating where you're at.
Only, but the thing is, only because you've never had the tools. You've never had what I've given you, and it's so simple.
Yeah. No, I don't know how often we'll get up, but we need to see you again.